So what is your name?
My name is Socrates.
And where are you from?
I'm from Greece.
And what have you done in history?
I have made important changes in the logic field.
That is great. Thank you. This is our second interviewer. And what's your name?
Democritus.
And what did you do? What ideas did you come up with?
I was the one that said the atom had to be a smaller substance in the universe that could not be destroyed.
What is what was that substance called? What did you decide to call it?
I decided to call it an atom.
Can you elaborate on your idea of an atom?
My idea of an atom was solid, hard, and compact in constant motion.
Could you see an atom?
My atoms are microscopic.
Thank you, sir. Hi, I'm with another philosopher, and what's your name?
Aristotle?
And do you have the same idea of atoms as some philosophers do?
No, not really. I think some of their theories are invalid.
And what do you believe about atoms?
I believe that atoms represent a basic unit of something. Maybe call it an element, maybe call it a substance, but I believe it's small, part of, but it can be divided like forever.
Thank you very much. I'm on my way to do some more interviews around the town. Come with me and find out who else we decide to interview.
This is our fourth interview. What is your name?
Neil Bohr.
What is your philosophy on an atom?
I believe electrons must be orbiting the nucleus in fixed energy levels.
Can you please elaborate on your philosophy?
Electrons must be given out when excited electrons fall from high energy levels to low ones. When they fall to low ones, they emit light.
Okay, thank you. With another philosopher, what is your name?
J.J. Thompson.
What did you do?
I did experiments on the beams of particles in my test tube.
What did you conclude about the particles?
The particles were attracted to positive charge, therefore concluding the particles are negatively charged.
What were they called?
The negative charge electrons were called electrons.
And can you elaborate on that?
Electrons should be embedded in a cloud of positive charge.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Beja Burgess with Hopewell's local newspaper. I am interviewing the renounced and eccentric Thales. Hello, Mr. Thales. What is your significance?
I'm a philosopher, the world's first.
And what have you done for society?
Well, I predicted the world's first solar eclipse of May 23rd, 585 BC.
And how did you do this?
Well, you know the pyramids?
Yes.
They cast a shadow, right?
Right.
I measured the shadow, and I figured out how high the pyramids are just by looking at the shadow. And that led me to predict the solar eclipse of 28th May, 585 BC.
So you're a philosopher, correct?
I am.
So what do you think life's essence is?
What?
What do you think life's essence is?
Life's essence is water.
Do you have any other projects that you're currently working on?
Yeah, I'm working on the 4 elements of life, which is fire, air, water, and earth.
Well, that's the end of our interview. Thank you. I'm with another philosopher here. What is your name?
Edwin Schrödinger.
And what is your significance to society?
I divided a mathematical equation to describe the behavior of an electron, that the behavior of an electron was different than a large moving object.
Do you have any, description of a model that you could show to explain this?
Yes, the model shows an electron in a 3-dimensional space called an orbital relating to a rotating propeller blade.
Thank you so much for your time. And here's our next philosopher, John Dalton.
I'm John Dalton. I know that elements always combine in fixed amounts with the same ratio of weight to one another. It's called a law of definite proportion. I assume that equal numbers of atoms get the ratio of their weights. Each element has unique atoms. It is the weight of its atoms that identifies an element. I also realized that there is a difference between mixtures and compounds. Atoms can neither be created nor destroyed, and that chemical reactions are just rearrangements of atoms.
Let's check out and see the next re-announced philosopher. Please introduce yourself.
I am Pythagoras.
Anything particular that you have done?
Well, I tried to tie philosophy and mathematics because I believe everything should be explained through mathematics.
How would you help someone understand the universe?
In order to fully understand the universe, you must search for the things that are absolutely true.
What is a motto that describes your way of thinking?
Ah, yes. All is number.
Any new discoveries you have done so far?
Well, I found out that sounds have the exact same number of relationships.
How so?
I was hoping you'd ask that. I did that by picking musical strings of different measured lengths.
Any theories that you have come up with so far?
I've also identified the Pythagorean theorem, which states a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It refers to the triangles. Thank you very much. I think I'm finished with my interview.
You're welcome.